Okay, our next step is going to be pear shading, and I generally use this, not the smallest tools I can use, but I'll use a small tool because I can make any pear shader pretty much any size, and I can make it any direction. Like if I was to take this, I want my pear shading here to go here, and this is about the pressure that I'm using on these when I do it. But if I want to curve this pear shader, you'd normally have to have a curved pear shader. You got to hit it a lot. So here I'm going to turn like this, and these are all going to turn. And if you look at the mark that I'm making there, that's about the shape, or about the pressure that I'm putting them. It's going to start in here. This is going to go straight. This is going to curve. And what I'm going to do with these, and then these are curved. See, so you got a different direction. You got a right and a left shader that you don't need, but or that you don't have to have with this, because you can make it any size. So we're going to do this. Okay, then when I come in here, I want to curve these all like this. Okay, and then these I want to curve like this. Now also at the same time, I'm going to use that shader to add direction. Instead of using a leaf liner here, I'm going to use that shader to add these, and I'll show you how you do it, and it gives it a lot more texture and gives it a lot more, to me it's a better look than what you get. And then I'm going to, when I start this, I'm going to come in here with the pear shader, and I'm going to curve it, start light, come in, and then come back out. And the same with this, when curve it, come out, and as I come out, I'm going to lift with my little finger and with my top hand if I need to. So I'll show you here. And you can pretty much, there again, set it at a speed that you can control. And I want to make sure I got the right direction going here. But right here is what I'm talking about. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to go in real lightly, come in, put pressure on it, turn it, spin it at the same time. So I'm spinning like this at the same time that I'm drawing back on it. And so if you want to come in, you go wherever you want to here and make any shape you want to. Okay, come in here, do that, that. If you want to add a little hook, then I can go a little bit wider, come across and back in, and then I'll get a different look in that shader. Now here we're going to change direction, so we're going to do just the opposite. And here we'll change direction. And here, here. Size you want to. Come in here. Okay. There you go. Now here's what I was talking about here. We can come in here. See, you can pretty much make anything you want, whatever size. Now I'll go the opposite direction. You can make them short, long, any way you want to. You can go with it. Now when I come into here, I want to make one that comes out short on one side, empty in the middle, and then comes out. So the way I'll do that is come in, go across, and then back down, so you can see kind of what it does. And here I wanted to point out, so I'll use the thin end, come in here, spin the back, and cut out. I'll come in other words, I go in, spin, and draw out. Okay, and it'll be the same way with these. They're just going to give you a lot more ability to do things here that you don't never have. Now here I want another one that's short on this end, comes around a little bit longer down here. So I'm going to come in, go around, and then back down. And that'll leave that in that middle hollow. Here I want another pointed one. So I'm going to come in, spin it, and then come out, draw out. Okay. So that pretty much takes care of that. But now I want to show you these leaf liners. So what I'm going to do, when you do it, you can slow your speed controller down to about a 1, and it'll just kind of plug away at it. But I'm going to take this, and I'm going to come up this, and as I do that, I'm going to put the tool in there and draw out and spin it at the same time. I'm going to do that with it. Okay, and what it's going to do, it's going to add the same thing that you would get with a directional leaf liner, other than you can add curves to it and get a little more dimensions. Okay, you're going to get a few more, a little bit better texture to it than what you would normally have. If you just take a leaf liner, just be a straight line down there, and everything goes the direction you want. And if you want, as you change, you can come up. Do the same thing here. I can go. Now my foot's all the way down, but I slowed my desk controller down to give you an idea. Okay, so we're going to draw these out just like that. And as I get to the end, I'm going to go up towards the top, point them up. So I've changed it. Okay, here I'm going to go up. And as I get towards the top, I'll bring those lines to where they face towards the top. So there again, you got that. So now you can see how you can do the leaf liners, and you can, it's kind of up to your imagination how you want to do it. So anyway, we'll show you that, and the next thing I want to come down here and I'll show you how you can add some direction with the bruiser and everything else. And then I'm going to probably take somewhere in here, I'll take that, get rid of the square, that square look on there with another little beveler. And anyway, gradually we're getting there.